Zero score, and 5 years ago, I started my St. Stephen's career. I joined my 2020 class in 8th grade. Back then, I was what you call a chick magnet. I even had Miss DeZiel ban me from talking to every single girl because they were too distracted in art class. However, that was not my most pivotal moment as an 8th grader. That was when I went on the Boston trip. I was paired up in a room with some absolute goons. Jacob Wharf, Jack Groves, and David Rodriguez, with Andrew Sofer as our chaperone. Something you should learn before you go into middle school is to never trust new friends. Somehow, Jacob convinced me that David was preparing to be a professional barber. Me being gullible and thinking Zoots were the coolest shoes ever, I believed him. However, after the first cut, I realized that I had made a terrible mistake. He proceeded to absolutely destroy my hair, and I wore a hat the rest of the trip. So, middle school started off a bit rocky, but it certainly fixed my chick magnet problem. Moving on to high school, I was confident that my experience would be better. Having the looks of a plump Justin Bieber with braces, I was ecstatic for homecoming. I shouldn't have been. I decided to prepare to ask Jackie to homecoming, with not many people around, in case for some reason she would reject me for my personality, because it obviously wouldn't have been for my looks. However, as I walked up to her the Thursday before homecoming, with my sign in hand, my brother and Dawson Hamilton rallied the whole school around the commons. I can still hear the echoes, Holden, Holden. Everyone was cheering me on. There was no way I would get rejected. However, I got rejected in front of the entire school. Which shows that you shouldn't be so confident or have such a large ego. Wyatt 7 then proceeded to carry me to comp sci, which, I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Payne, wasn't the greatest thing to look forward to after getting rejected. Now, because I was rejected, I wanted to be cooler. So in sophomore year, I did some things that I regret. Some choices that Mr. Forrester wouldn't like. It all ended with a big scene in the parking lot with some crazy guy jumping on my car. Needless to say, doing bad things for a week was way more hassle than it was worth. This began my awakening. In the beginning of my junior year, I started doing wrestling, which has had a great impact on my life. It even got me a nickname. Sometimes, wrestlers get something called cauliflower ear, which is just like hardened pieces of blood in your ear. To stop this from being permanent, you need to drain the blood and put magnets in your ear. This prompted Wyatt 7 to call me Magneto. All this wrestling talk had kids wondering who would win in a fight, me or Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, I knock him out in the second minute of the first round, at the latest. So Floyd, I'll see you after graduation. Man, graduation, I'm both happy and sad that it's so close. If freshman me could look at me now, he would be disappointed that I'm no longer a chick magnet. But aside from that, I feel that I wouldn't change a single one of my good or bad experiences. Sometimes you need to learn lessons and how to change and become a better person. In 8th grade, I learned not to be so gullible. In 9th grade, I learned that rejection happens, but your friends will carry you through it, sometimes literally. In 11th grade, I learned to work harder and take care of myself. This year, I learned to enjoy the process. As excited as I am to move on to college, St. Stephen's and the bonds that I've formed definitely made me a better person. Julian. I've never met someone lactose intolerant that insists on eating as many dairy products as you do. And you continue to do it every time, even if you throw up. I still remember Miss O'Neill calling you Alan and looking for you the entire block class because you had ice cream before class. Thanks for being as special as you are. Wyatt. Casper. Hey babe, I just wanted you to know that I'm sorry that I'm gonna miss your show. But in all seriousness, you're one of the nicest people I know, and you give me so much self-esteem, especially with all the nicknames you call me. Riley, Sloth, Magneto, just to name a few. Bow. Tyler Wade, you are the most unathletic person I know. You made JV baseball during your senior year of high school. You somehow aren't fat even if you eat 5 cookies a day. I enjoy hearing your 10 different laughs. I apologize for messing with you during Creative Solutions, and I hope you will talk to me after high school. Caden, CSM, Neural. Thanks for playing Rocket League with me despite how mad I get. Keep drinking Blue Powerade. Thanks for helping me put hand sanitizer on Tyler's phone and bald head. Ruslan, you're the smartest duck I know, and shout out to the 4 Pillars of Islam and the Mugals. Also shout out to my parents. Thank you.